Seniors, listen closely. With our wealth of experience guiding thousands of seniors to safer, science-backed solutions, we're raising the alarm today. Because there's a dangerous trend sweeping the internet. Take baking soda to fix your blood flow, clean your arteries, even boost your performance. But here's the truth no one's telling you. What works in your kitchen could quietly harm your kidneys, your heart, and your life. You see, baking soda isn't a harmless powder. It's a chemical compound, sodium bicarbonate, with powerful effects on your blood, your organs, and your medications. Used incorrectly, especially after 60, it can cause electrolyte imbalances, blood pressure spikes, confusion, fatigue, even hospitalization. And yet, people are drinking it like a health potion, chasing short-term results with no idea of the long-term risk. In this video, we're setting the record straight. We'll break down the science, the myths, and most importantly, what you should use instead. How to protect your body without gambling with your health. So, if you care about your circulation, your energy, your heart, and your independence, stay with me to the end. Because what you learn today could save you from a very dangerous mistake. Why are so many people suddenly turning to baking soda as a miracle remedy, especially seniors? It started with half-truths wrapped in natural cure promises. You may have heard things like, it lowers blood pressure, it boosts blood flow, it detoxifies the body, it improves erections. Sounds tempting, doesn't it? Especially when you're dealing with sluggish energy, circulation problems, or performance struggles after 60. And the logic seems to make sense at first glance. Baking soda is alkaline, so it supposedly neutralizes excess acidity in the body. That leads to claims about improving oxygen delivery, enhancing nitric oxide, and reducing inflammation. Some athletes even use it to buffer lactic acid before intense workouts, for short bursts of energy. But here's the problem. What works in a 25-year-old gym rat has zero business being copy-pasted onto a 60-plus-year-old body. The benefits are short-lived. The science is shaky. And the risks, especially for seniors, are real. Because once baking soda hits your bloodstream, it starts affecting your kidneys, blood pressure, and even medication balance. Fast. This isn't just about what it can do. It's about who should never use it without medical supervision. The science. What it actually does. Let's break through the confusion. What does baking soda actually do inside your body? At its core, baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, is a powerful alkaline compound. When you take it, it helps neutralize excess stomach acid. That's why it's often used for indigestion or heartburn relief. But here's where things get tricky. It also acts as a pH buffer in your bloodstream. That means it can reduce acidity and slightly raise blood pH levels for a short period of time. And yes, some athletes have used this trick to delay fatigue during high-intensity training. It helps buffer lactic acid, allowing muscles to push a little harder, a little longer. But here's the truth bomb most people ignore. What gives a 25-year-old sprinter a performance edge can overwhelm a 65-year-old heart. Seniors don't metabolize sodium the same way. Your kidneys work slower. Your fluid balance is more delicate. And most importantly, you may already be on medications that affect blood pressure, diuretics, or heart rhythm. So, when baking soda floods your system with sudden alkalinity and sodium, you risk blood pressure spikes, kidney overload, electrolyte imbalances, and in some cases confusion, weakness, or even fainting. So yes, baking soda has an effect. But it's not harmless, especially when used casually, repeatedly, or without understanding your unique health condition. The dose that helps someone else could harm you. The bottom line? What you put in your body must match what your body can handle, and age changes everything. If you're over 60 and someone told you to take baking soda for your blood pressure, energy, or performance, please stop and listen. Because while baking soda seems simple, it's anything but harmless for the aging body. Here's what's really happening behind the scenes. 1. Sodium overload. Just 1 teaspoon of baking soda contains over 200 milligrams of sodium. That's more than half your daily limit. And unlike salt on food, this sodium goes straight into your bloodstream. That can raise your blood pressure in minutes, strain your blood vessels, and even trigger fluid retention or swelling. You're not just drinking a powder, you're loading your heart with pressure. 2. Kidney strain. Your kidneys are your filtration system, but after 60, they naturally slow down. When you introduce excess sodium or alkalinity, your kidneys must work overtime to restore balance. For seniors, especially those with prediabetes, hypertension, or mild kidney issues, this can lead to serious damage or acute stress. And many don't realize their kidneys are struggling until it's too late. 3. Metabolic alkalosis. Take too much baking soda and your body becomes too alkaline, a condition called metabolic alkalosis. The symptoms: nausea, confusion, shallow breathing, muscle twitching, and even life-threatening complications if left unchecked. It's not rare, it's just rarely talked about. 4. Medication interactions. If you're taking blood pressure meds, diuretics, water pills, heart rhythm stabilizers, or NSAIDs, like ibuprofen, then baking soda can interact dangerously, changing how these drugs are absorbed, increasing side effects, or throwing off your electrolyte balance. It's not the baking soda alone, it's the way it collides with your medication and your metabolism. So, if you've been tempted by a TikTok trend or a WhatsApp message saying, "Take this daily and boost your manhood," know this: what helps a 30-year-old body could quietly harm a 65-year-old one. You deserve solutions, not shortcuts. Let's clear the air once and for all. There's a dangerous myth floating around that baking soda boosts erections, like it's some kind of natural Viagra. You may have even heard people say it improves blood flow, it makes you feel younger. But here's the truth. 1. Short-term boost. Long-term fix. Baking soda can cause a temporary shift in pH, and yes, it may slightly improve blood circulation for a brief moment, especially if you're dehydrated or acidic. But that's not healing. That's not repair. That's a chemical illusion. You don't need a trick. You need transformation. 2. The real causes of poor performance. Erectile problems in seniors are almost never just about one thing. They're often caused by poor blood flow, low testosterone, nerve damage from diabetes or high blood pressure, stress, poor sleep, or silent inflammation. So, when someone tells you baking soda is the answer, they're ignoring the root causes. 3. The silent link to heart disease. This is the part most men never hear. Difficulty getting or keeping an erection could be an early sign of cardiovascular disease. Why? Because erections are all about circulation. If your blood isn't flowing well down there, it's probably not flowing well anywhere. Studies show that ED can appear 3 to 5 years before a major heart event. So don't chase a quick fix, chase the truth, because the truth can save your life. If you're struggling with performance, don't reach for a chemical band-aid. Reach for a proper diagnosis, a better lifestyle, and real food-based healing. Science-backed, safer alternatives. If baking soda isn't the solution, what is? Let's shift away from risky shortcuts and toward real solutions backed by science, nature, and results. Because yes, there are safer ways to support blood flow, performance, and vitality after 60. Here's what truly works. 1. L-arginine plus pycnogenol. This dynamic duo has been studied in older men, and guess what? Together, they help boost nitric oxide levels, improving circulation and even supporting erection strength without the side effects of chemical enhancers. L-arginine is an amino acid. Pycnogenol is a pine bark extract. Combined, they help relax blood vessels and improve oxygen delivery where you need it most. It's not magic, it's molecular support your body understands. 2. Beetroot, garlic, pomegranate. These are nature's circulatory champions. Beets equals nitric oxide booster. Garlic equals natural vessel relaxer. Pomegranates equals plaque fighter and antioxidant powerhouse. Used consistently, they help repair the real issue, damaged, stiff or narrowed arteries. This isn't a hack. It's true healing, one meal at a time. 3. Kegels and movement. Don't underestimate the power of targeted movement. Kegel exercises strengthen the pelvic floor, supporting blood flow and control. Light walks, stretches and movement every hour prevent stagnation and support vessel flexibility. Sitting for long periods, that's the silent killer of performance. If the blood can't move, neither can you. 4. Ashwagandha, ginseng, zinc. Ashwagandha, stress-lowering adaptogen that supports testosterone. Ginseng, improves energy, endurance, and blood flow. Zinc, crucial for hormonal balance and prostate health. Used properly and under guidance, these natural tools can rebuild energy from the inside out. You don't need a powder in a glass. You need daily habits that rebuild your system, gently, powerfully, and permanently. Respect your body, not trends. Just because something's in your kitchen doesn't mean it belongs in your bloodstream. Baking soda is not a toy. It's not a harmless shortcut, and your body, especially after 60, deserves more than random remedies. Yes, natural options exist. Yes, food can heal. But that doesn't mean you should self-dose without wisdom or guidance. Because the kitchen should never replace your doctor's insight, and TikTok trends should never override the unique needs of your heart, kidneys, and blood pressure. When in doubt, check it out. Ask questions. Get lab work. Talk to someone who understands the full picture. Your life isn't a guessing game. It's a gift. Treat it that way. So, before you stir that spoon of baking soda, ask yourself, is this helping me, or just masking the truth? Choose wisely. Choose science. Choose safety, always. If you care about your health or someone you love, don't leave it to chance. Subscribe now for real science-backed senior health advice. No hype, no fads, just truth that protects and empowers you. Download our free checklist, The Hidden Dangers of Baking Soda Seniors Should Know. It's in the description and could prevent a serious mistake. Comment below. Have you ever tried baking soda for your health? What happened? Your story could help someone else avoid a silent risk or find a smarter path forward. Because we're not just chasing wellness, we're guarding lives. Together, let's keep learning, keep healing, and most of all, keep aging with wisdom.